But I can tell you as a source not a million miles away from Boris Johnson, which I suppose I am myself.
This is MP Jacob Rees Mogg on his own TV show talking rubbish to protect Boris Johnson from further trouble concerning more allegations of social gatherings during the pandemic.
These allegations are as nutty as a fruitcake. They are nuttier than the non-fruitcake that he was ambushed with when he was Prime Minister in number 10 Downing Street.
Now, in that one sentence, he's spoken a lot of turgid rot. First, the party where the cake was presented was allegedly organised by Boris Johnson's wife, Carrie. Next, the cake wasn't this one, but a Union Jack cake. Very unlikely it had any nuts in it. So, was he saying the Union Jack was nutty, as in crazy? He ought to be careful what he says.
What has happened is that events that took place that were completely within the rules were taking place outdoors.
So the bigger question here is, how does he know all of these details? Does he have a list of all of these events? Remember, the dates handed to the police were in Boris's diary. So does he have access to this diary?
Have been handed randomly to the police and then deliberately leaked to try and do as much damage to Boris Johnson as possible.
But there's an even bigger question here, and that is, how on earth does this guy get on a platform on a news channel to be able to air not only his views, but to be able to muddy the waters over issues like this?
And there are some people, some highly strung Romaniacs, who will never rest until Boris has been ejected from politics altogether.
Surely that's wrong. There must be some ruling to stop politicians having their own programmes. Well, here's what Ofcom says, and I'm afraid Mogg's programme slips uneasily between the two following positions. News content. Because audiences expect broadcasters to apply the highest level of due impartiality to news programmes such as news bulletins, our rules state no politician may be used as a newsreader, interviewer or reporter in any news programmes unless, exceptionally, it is editorial justified. In that case, the political allegiance of that person must be made clear to the audience. And here's the other one. Non-news content. However, outside of news programmes, there is no Ofcom rule that prevents a serving politician or political candidate from hosting or appearing on a TV or radio show, provided that they aren't standing in an election taking place or about to take place. This means that politicians are allowed to present current affairs programmes such as audience phone-ins, but they must make sure a range of views are reflected in their programme. So I believe that giving platforms like this to people like Mogg, and I know it happens on the left wing as well, is fundamentally wrong because it blurs the lines between party political broadcasting and news. Click here for some more Mogg.